Why are we yellow bag? That's a question I get so often, and it always takes me back to when I was introduced to NetSuite. I joined an organization to build up an analytics capability, and one thing I noticed is that every problem that they had required them to purchase a new solution, invest in another tool, hire another vendor, and they're just constantly throwing money at the problems. And in spending some time within the organization and getting to know NetSuite and how it worked, what I found was they had a lot of simple problems that could easily be solved with the solution that they had. They already had access to it. It just needed to be activated. It just needed to be aligned to their strategy. And it always took me back to Barney, the purple dinosaur. I grew up on Barney super fan. And my favorite segment was the Barney bag. So we're looking in the Barney bag. We have gizmos and gadgets and even a little bit of string, but let's use our imagination to see what we can make today. And that's how I always felt in creating solutions. We have everything, and maybe it seems like these things are unrelated. Maybe it seems like these things are useless. But if we really apply ourselves and figure out how to activate these things, we can absolutely come up with a solution. And so that's where my bag came from. It always felt like digging into my bag to come up with a solution. And this organization was not isolated. They were not unique. I started to see this just about everywhere I went. Everyone's just throwing money at their problems. And it was always that they had problems that could absolutely be solved by activating the solutions that they already had in place. And when we did that, they would always say, oh, now I feel like I can see a light at the end of the tunnel. And so that's where the yellow in yellow bag comes from. So if you look at yellow bag, we have an arch, and that represents the sun. It represents the light at the end of the tunnel. That's where the yellow comes from. But if you turn that arch upside down, it's like a bag. And we always go into our bag to find the solutions. And that's where we got the name yellow bag.